So, 2 weeks ago, I remember stepping out of my class just to see something different. And we always have that one friend who always seems to know when something is off, no matter how hard we try to hide it. So I told her that I'm okay, nothing happened. But I think she captured a big lie came out of my mouth. I couldn't help it. So I vent my feelings for 30 minutes. Anyway, it's not about 30 minutes that surprised me. It's the fact that I'm not alone in feeling last year as I grow up and sometimes wishing that I didn't exist in a world that constantly pushed me. I know, that was dramatic. Anyway, my close friend also felt that way, and there's still millions who are struggling in the world. Now, talking about human struggle, there's one movie that I just watched and found it so relatable. Inside Out 2. I don't know about you, but I can definitely relate to this movie, especially the orange character with curly hair. Anxiety. I don't think Anxiety is an evil villain because she just tried to protect Riley in her own way. But just like anything else, when it overwhelms, it makes Riley think that she's not good enough, right? Do you still remember a day when this feeling creeps up? Instead of thinking it's a bad day, we tend to think it's a bad life. So, what can we do then? Good day, respectable judges, comedy, and everyone listening to this wherever you are. My name is Jenny, a student of SMA Negeri 4 Denpasar. My dear friends, watching Inside Out 2 was really an eye-opener that all emotions matter, even inside itself. However, if that anxiety overwhelms, it'll feel like we live with our phobia every day. And I really hate to tell you that it mostly happens to people my age. Youth is a time when someone is in between their childhood and adulthood phase. Too young to do this, but too old to do that kind of phase. Yet, youth is the most important asset a nation could have. These youth are gonna be the futures of doctors, engineers, businessmen, president, and many more. From this, we can tell how much youth can deliver to the world. I mean, the change. And how can we not? We're making up more than 60 million of the Indonesia population. That's why they say that we need to work hard, study hard, be disciplined. Yet, no one tells us to keep our mental health. When you look at the statistic, 1 in 7 youth from 10 to 19 are affected by mental health condition, especially the existence of social media. You see your friends living the best year of their lives, dating someone, winning competitions, and it slowly plants the seeds of comparisons, even questions like, am I doing wrong? And the worst part is, a million more start to follow, causing mental health problems and slowly losing the sense of self, just like Riley. Well, this might be underestimated by those who've never been in that position. But let me tell you that mental health is important for youth. It is as important as stalking your crush Instagram. Oh, just kidding. Anyway, it's the thing that we cannot see, yet we can feel define us as a person. And we don't want youth to define themselves as a failure, right? So we need to have a mental strength. Think of it as your physical body. Some people might need fitness training to gain physical strength. And at the same time, they need to toss away their bad habit, like eating junk food, for example. Mental health and mental strength is just like that. We need a mental fitness, but it doesn't mean we never cry and complain. We need to embrace all the emotions, process the feelings, and ask, what are they trying to tell us? Sometimes it's kind of weird to stay positive all the time, even if you get a small grade on your paper. But never letting those emotions to control you is a key point. For example, when you see your friends living the best year of their lives and it makes your mental unstable, then stop watching their stories or stop using social media. Many people have done it, even famous celebrities like Benedict Cumberbatch and Kristen Stewart. Until we realize that we'll never be truly fulfilled until we're grateful for what we already have. Because mental strength is all about how we can have an inner peace in a world that constantly tells us that we are not good enough. And at the end of the day, a good strategy isn't just designed to make some differences or improvement within ourselves, but also others. Yes, helping one person might not change the whole world, but it could change a world for one person. Just by taking a small moment of our time and paying attention to those around us, as a friend, family member, how they're doing and listen to what they have to say. And if you see some indications of stress, let them know that there are many sources out of there and let them know that you are there for them. Because every conversations we have about recognizing mental health creates an effect on the people around us and far beyond. And the good news is we don't have to face everything all by ourselves. Believe me, there's still people who love us, who care about us. And there have been many times we became very depressed and anxious. But it was thanks to our friends and people that we love who always listened to us and made us realize that we are not alone. You see, there is a serious call for mental health in youth, and we need a strategy that is not only strong in theory, but also practical in execution. So instead of running away from it, masking it, or trying to beat it into submission, we deal with it with compassion and try to hear what are these emotions, especially bad emotions, are trying to tell us. So we can also share what we know about the problems so that they know that we'll always be there for them. Together, as a future generation, let's live the best of our life with a good mental health and mental strength. Thank you.